Hello, 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 hello. All right, this is gonna be June 9th, 2024 trade recap video. So today I did end up taking about 3 trades today. Two losers, one win. Um, Today was a difficult trading day, and just overall really interesting price action. But yeah, I'll let the markets do the talking, and let's get right into it. Okay, so first things first, I want to start off with what my what is it called? My thought process, or just what the market was doing when we opened up. So Asia's here. This is Asia's session. Indicated in this orange hue. The green hue is the London session, and the blue is the New York AM session. So coming into at 9:30. So before market even opened, notice how prices here takes out London lows, Asia's lows, and then right at 9:30 open we take out Asia's highs and London highs. So technically both Asia's highs and lows has been taken, London highs and lows has been taken, and that to me already is kind of low probability. Whenever we come into a New York AM session and both sessions prior to that New York AM sessions liquidity have been taken, then it just becomes already like low probability, just poor price action during that New York AM session. And this is what I had on the daily time frame here. So my higher time frame objective coming into today was previous day high, which we took out not even at the New York open. We took that during like the hour right after market closed on Monday. So we took out previous day high at like 16, that's 4. So basically at like 4 p.m. My time. We took out previous day high. So I was like, okay, higher time frame objective. We already did that. We completed that already. So before Asia in London session even began, I didn't know what to anticipate. Like I was thinking maybe we could, consolidate. Maybe we could hopefully see some type of retracement back inside this, FEG, so we can set up like maybe like a Tuesday low of the week template. But anything is possible with the price action this Monday and Tuesday. It's been wonky. So understanding the higher time frame narrative and understanding how we've taken out both sessions highs and lows, Asia's and London's, I in my head was already thinking, okay, this is going to be low probability conditions, so I'm probably just going to trade the lower time frame models. So the first trade I do want to talk about is this trade right here. This trade was based off of the 4-hour time frame, the 1-hour time frame, 30-minute time frame. So that 30, 1 hour, and 4 hour, they both had the same draw liquidity. And here I want to note out. So notice how prices reacts to the 4-hour FEG here. So we tapped into that 4-hour FEG and we had this sort of displacement, kind of like this bullish candle on the 4-hour time frame. Just looking purely based off of this 4-hour candle closure, I can anticipate this 4-hour candle's high to be taken, right? So that is my 4-hour objective, is to take out this 4-hour high. And notice how I'm basing this trade idea off of we are coming off of a key level. We came off of a 4-hour FEG. So I don't base my trade off of the 4-hour power of 3. I use that power of 3 as narrative, but I want to go on to the lower lower time frames, like the 15-minute power of 3, to find out exactly when we're going to take out that 4-hour high. So my first trade was actually at this 15-minute power of 3 here. So based on how this 15-minute candle closed, I anticipated for us to run up this candle's high. So I go onto the lower time frames to find if there's any, you know, supporting PD arrays that would support the idea of us continuing higher. So there's this 3-minute FEG right here, and I was anticipating for prices to respect that 3-minute FEG to target that 15-minute high. So I ended up taking that trade here. So there's that 3-minute FEG. We opened up at 10 o'clock, and we trade down below it initially, but I don't trade. I remember, I think I stated this during the stream, was that I didn't want to trade immediately at the 10 o'clock. I wanted to see maybe like a minute or two pass by, because we had Fed Powell speaking or testifying. So I didn't know how big that candle's range would be on that exactly at 10 o'clock. So I enter as soon as as soon as we get above that 3-minute FEG again. So after we dip down below the 10 o'clock open, I take my entry at the 3-minute FEG, and I get stopped out almost immediately. It was kind of fast. My window a little bit, it's kind of dark in here. Alright, so I get immediately stopped out. Yeah, and my objective for this trade was to take out that 15-minute high, and my terminus was that 4-hour high. And so my second trade was actually right off of, or not right off, but right after that first initial trade. So I want to pay attention. I want you guys to pay attention to how this 15-minute candle closed again. So I gave my trade idea 2 tries here. But the thing about this trade is that I don't want to say I chased the move, but this trade was based off of the 15-minute power of 3, right? But my 4-hour objective and my hourly objective and my 30-minute objective has all been taken already. So we take that 4-hour high, that 1-hour high, and that 30-minute high already. But I'm basing my trade off of this 15-minute power of 3. So I'm anticipating for us to continue a little bit higher after creating that bullish looking 15-minute candle. So I base my trade off of this 15-minute power of 3. And on the 5-minute time frame, on the 3-minute time frame, we have this fair value gap. We have this fair value gap that prices retraces back into, and you guys can see from here that prices disrespects that 5-minute FEG, and I get stopped out again. One thing I do want to note about this trade is that I did take this trade after the 4-hour objective has already been taken. I should have reconsidered something, or even, you know, had my stop loss or my entry at this 5-minute FEG high, and have my stop loss at this 1-minute FEG low. But I believe I had my stop loss here, and which is a little bit wider, and my targets were here. So it's basically a 1-on-1, and I did end up getting stopped out here. Just, I don't know, like, it's just kind of hard today, because I mean, I was anticipating higher prices for that 15-minute power of 3, but like I said, it didn't pan out, and it just didn't work out. So after that, those 2 losses in the morning, like I said before, I already knew coming into this morning that prices were gonna be a little bit, you know, a little bit off, just poor action in general, because like I said, session liquidities has already been taken, and even like the daily liquidity has been taken, so just not much to expect here. So I wait till the lunch hour, and I really I'm really patient, because, you know, I don't have anything else in mind. So my third trade and final trade of the day was based off of this 15-minute power of 3. So notice how after the New York AM session closes, we have now new liquidity. We have this New York AM session high and this New York AM session low. Based on this 15-minute power of 3 here, what can we anticipate for this next 15-minute candle to do? I'm anticipating this next 15-minute candle to be an open, high, low, and a close candle. So I'm trading with that in mind, and you want to go onto the lower time frames to find any supporting PD arrays that supports the idea of us taking out that 15-minute low. So on the lower time frames, there's no 5-minute FPG, or is there a 4-minute? There is a 4-minute, and is there a 3-minute? There is a 3-minute. So I base my trade off of the 3-minute FEG here, and all I'm doing is simply targeting that 15-minute low, and I'm letting my runners run. So I believe I took off 9 contracts here at the 15-minute low, and I just let prices do its thing. So on the 1-minute time frame here, I noted out 1230 power of 3. Power of 3, every candle is fractal. You notice how there's an open, high, low, close on the 1-minute time frame. There's candles forming on every single time frame. So that power of 3 concept is apply that to every single candle. So I marked out the 1230 open. We opened up at 1230. We wick back inside that 3-minute FEG, and I'm already in that trade. So as soon as we take out that 15-minute low, I move my stop loss to break even, and I can set my another trade target to this swing low here, and my overall terminus was at New York AM session low. So like I said, I take off 9 contracts after we take out the 15-minute low, and I didn't record this trade. I don't know why I didn't record this trade, but I was able to have confidence and conviction that we will continue going lower just based on how these candles closed. So on these 5-minute closures here, what am I anticipating? I anticipated for prices to leave this 5-minute FEG as a breakaway gap based on how this 1230 candle closed. I explained why on my YouTube channel if you guys want to check out why I believe this fair value gap is a breakaway gap. And like I said before, apply power of 3 to every single candle, right? So after this 1230 candle closes, what am I anticipating? Am I anticipating this 5-minute low to be ran? I am anticipating that. So like I said, I can set another, I can take off some more partials here because I'm anticipating for this 5-minute low to be taken. And like I said, you can apply that to this candle as well, this 1235 candle as well. So based on this 5-minute candle, what am I anticipating? This candle's low to be taken first, or this candle's high? So I just based off of the power of 3 here, I was able to build more conviction to let my trade go to its target. So prices did end up taking out New York AM session low, and we traded even lower than that. But like I said, this is a solid trade for what the PA was today. Price action today was not favorable at all. Like I said, stated yesterday, if you were able to get out of today or leave today, break even, a small loss, or even you told yourself you're gonna build that discipline into not trade on lower probability conviction, just time conditions, then applaud yourself because you left today with the win. Today, I would rate my performance around maybe a C plus, because I knew that we were gonna be in lower probability conditions. However, I didn't follow through with that, and I still traded like as if it was normal conditions. But the trade setups that I did take, that's the one thing, is I traded trade setups that I would have taken like normal every other day, which is something that I should applaud myself for, and I am gonna applaud myself for. It's just the trade, my trade probabilities today dropped significantly because of the conditions that we are in today's market, or in just in general today. I stated why I believe we are in lower probability conditions, so I'm not gonna state it again. But yeah, a C plus rating for me today. It was, like I said, just very, very difficult day today and yesterday. Just very hard. I think that's gonna wrap it up for my trade recap video today. Oh yeah, let's talk about what I do have in mind tomorrow. So, based on this daily candles closure here, what am I anticipating for prices to do? Are we going to attack this daily candles high, or are we going to attack this daily's candles low? The answer is I don't know. I honestly don't know, because it just doesn't. It's like a doji candle almost. And if you look at the PD arrays that we are creating on the 8-hour time frame, we still are respecting this 8-hour FEG. However, we did close below this 8-hour FEG here, so we did actually close below it here. So we'll see during Asia's and London session if we're gonna respect that FEG as an inversion fair value gap. If we do respect it, then we should see previous day low get taken. And if we see previous day low taken, so when I say previous day low, if we see Tuesday's low get taken, I'm anticipating for us to retrace back inside this daily FEG. So this daily FEG here, a retrace into this daily FEG is an objective already in mind. So if you have an objective, that means you have basically a trade narrative. And as soon as you have a trade narrative, that's when you can start looking for entries to see if you can enter that trade or not before that objective is taken. On the 4-hour time frame, we also created this 4-hour FEG here. So like I said, if we respect this 4-hour FEG, we should continue lower. If we don't respect this 4-hour FEG and we close above it, then we're gonna see higher prices, and we're gonna probably attack previous day high. But it all depends on what we do on Asian session and London session. On ES, we have this micro FEG here. Yeah, on ES, same thing. Very just interesting price action is all I have to say. Is very, very interesting. We're still respecting this 4-hour FEG here on ES2. So even though this daily candles closure, this daily candles power of 3 looks bearish, do we have any supporting PD arrays that supports the idea of us going lower? Just based on what I'm looking at right now, there is no PD arrays that supports the idea of us going lower. So when you don't know what's gonna happen, or you just don't have when you're anticipation is just low, or you just don't know what to expect, that's when you stay away from the markets, to be honest. That's when you grow as a trader, is when you know when to stay away from the markets. And like I said, right now it's a hard time, so I don't really have much to say about tomorrow's trading day. That's for tomorrow, and we're still in today, so let's just focus on today and just focus on doing what we have to do today, and we'll let Asia session and London session do the work. And with that, I'll talk to you guys later in maybe tomorrow's recap, but I'll for sure be here tomorrow on live streams if you guys do want to check it out. Yeah, I'll catch you guys later. Peace out. Bam.